like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
love. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is not a review. This is a quick little, like, I guess, special thing. A couple of people tagged me on IG, actually. They sent me, well, no, not they tagged me. They sent me some direct messages like, oh, can you do this little questionnaire thing on your channel to be really, really cute? It's like called 50 questions. I got a 50 questions one. That's where my top movies came from. So I've had a lot of my Jaybirds like sending me DMs like, oh, think about this, think about that, because, you know, just suggestions. So I'm always open to suggestions, you know, as much as I can get through my DMs, I do, and I try to respond. So this one is called 50 questions you've never been answered, you've never been asked. So I said, sure, why not? Okay, I just finished doing my makeup lipstick review, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna put on this little black, okay, and do this quick little fun thing. Hopefully it does not take that much time. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Jaybirds. Hey Jaybirds. Hey Jaybirds. Hey Jaybirds. Okay, if you're wondering what color this is Brianna Stunner, the Stunner Lip Paint, the Fenty Beauty brand. It is the black, ignore my nails, I have to redo them. It's the black color. The color is called Uninvited. I just did my first makeup lipstick haul. The video probably like 20 something minutes. I'm like, I haven't even edited it together yet, but I hope the next one I do will not be as long. I probably would not do as many colors. But yeah, but I hope you guys can check that out, because again, I know a lot of you guys like my lipsticks and the colors the colors that I wear, and you know, that's where this came from. So this is 50 questions you've never been answered. Damn it, you've never been asked. I don't know why I'm going crazy. So I'm going to try to get through all. I'm not doing all 50. Some of them I took off because I was like, it's a dumbass question, or I didn't want to answer it, or I've already answered it. So these are questions that I don't think anyone has asked me. So this is a more get to know Jay Lee situation. Okay. Question number one. Wait, I'm not going to, because the numbers are out of order, because I took some out. So, what's your favorite candle scent? My favorite candle scent, I went to Family Dollar. They have, yes, I love Family Dollar. Absolutely love it. And they have these huge candles. Like the scent is called Kiwi Watermelon. And it's absolutely, I love the smell of it. You know, it's called, is it kiwi watermelon or kiwi watermelon, and it smells absolutely great. I love a fruity type of smell to candles. I'm not much like, my mom loves vanilla. I think my sister does. No, my sister doesn't. My sister does not even like candles so much. She's weird like that. But yeah, my favorite is this. Yeah, it's called Kiwi Watermelon. I can't find them anywhere else except Family Dollar. They cost like $5. I think it's from like the Home Goods line. I like Googled Home Goods and still cannot find like where to get the candles from directly, because whenever I go to Family Dollar, they only have so many, and so it makes me mad. But yeah, that's my favorite scent. Next question: what female celebrity do you wish was your sister? Honestly, I love my sister. Love my sister. I would say Niecy Nash. Only because I see how Niecy Nash and the girl who was on the show who played her sister on that Soul Man show, I see how they interact, and I think she will be a fun sister. So if I had to pick another sister, she is who I would pick as my sister. What male celebrity do you wish was your brother? You know, Justin Timberlake. Why? I have no idea, but I would pick Justin Timberlake. Even though he's white, I would like for him to be my brother. How old do you think you will be when you get married? I'm currently 36. I think I will get married when I'm either 38 or 39. Simply because I don't... anyone that I know right now, I don't see them as my husband, for one. So that's one thing. And then also, I want to date someone for at least 6 months to even think about it. So yeah, I would say 38 at the latest, 39, because I want to get married. I'm fielding through, people slowly but surely, because I'm not settling for anyone, because it's because I'm, a little bit older. But yeah, so 38, 39. Do you know a hoarder? Not an extreme hoarder, because it's two different things. I can be considered a hoarder because I do a lot of shopping, so I have a lot of clothes. My mom has a lot of clothes. My sister has a lot of clothes. We have, so I would say, do I know a hoarder? Yes, because we have a lot of things, but I would not consider us hoarders. Hoarders to me mean people who have like 18 mattresses in their basement just in case they short on mattresses, or their house is so cluttered that they can't walk through it. Like, even though me, my mom, my sister, we have a lot of clothes, like we have space to put our clothes in closets and in drawers. So, we're not hoarders at any means, but I do know we have a lot of stuff, but it's in the right place. So yes and no, I guess. Yeah. And I used to watch the show Extreme Hoarder, so when I hear hoarding, I go a whole different route. Like, we ain't no goddamn hoarders. Hell to the nah. But we do have a lot of stuff, but our stuff is always put up correctly. And I feel like hoarders don't get rid of stuff, and we get rid of stuff. So, it is what it is. Can you do a split? Not anymore. My knees ain't shit now. I used to be able to do a full split, after, abuse situations when I was younger and car accident in 2016. Like, my knees ain't nothing, so I wouldn't even try it because I don't want to hurt myself. How old were you when you learned how to ride a bike? Shit. I don't know. I was probably like 7, 8. I was in like maybe the 1st or 2nd grade, I guess. I may have been taught younger, but that's the first time I can remember like being on a bike is when I was like the 1st or 2nd grade. So yeah, I was like 7 or how, yeah, like 7. What would you name your daughter if you had one? I have always wanted to name my daughter Madison Marie. That's the name when I write my book. That's the name it would be in. But if I have a daughter, I will more than likely name her Madison Marie. What would you name your son if you had one after his father? I feel like when I get pregnant, if I get pregnant or whatever, I want to adopt when I'm older. So I don't know, but yeah, if I had a girl, I would name her Madison Marie, and if it was a boy, I would allow the father to pick the name. If he does not care, I would name him after his father. So yeah, I don't have any guy names picked out. I used to want to name my daughter Casey, because this when I was like in middle school and high school. My Karla, my best friend, and her initials for her first name starts with a K, her middle name starts with a C. So I was like, I can have a daughter and I can name her Casey after my best friend. And I would spell it, K-A-Y-C-E-E or something weird like that, whatever. But I wanted to name her Casey. But as I got older, I was like, no, I'm going to name her Madison Marie. So I was Casey from like elementary school up until high school. And then like right around the time when around 20, I love the name Madison Marie for some reason. So yes. What's the worst grade you got on a test? An F. The worst you can do on a test is fail. I failed a test or two, and when I was in school, because I just didn't study and said fuck it. So yeah, the worst I've ever got is an F. Not a lot, but I'm pretty sure I've gotten an F somewhere here or there. Have you read any of the Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight series? I have not read not nan book for Harry Potter, Hunger Games, or Twilight, but I've seen all the movies. I've seen all the movies, and I am obsessed. I'm very much a Harry Potter fan. Hunger Games, I was into it a little bit. The movies, I saw them because they were big movies, but I was like, whatever. Twilight, I was very much so into Twilight. Yeah, because I was like, I like the movies. But yeah, I'm very much so. But I did not read any of the books, but I did see all the movies. Did your mother go to college? Yes, and she has like 10 degrees. Like, my mother went all the way through with college. Yeah, I think she has her master's. She has a lot of degrees. I know that for a fact. I don't know which ones, but I know she went all the way, all the way, all the way. She's a freaking genius. Are your grandparents still married? I have 3 sets, I would say, because I had because I have my mom, my dad, then my biological father. So my biological father's parents, my grandparents, are the only set of grandparents that are still alive, and they are still married. So yes, my living grandparents on my biological father's side, they are still married. They've been married for years. Okay, for years. My dad, who passed away, those set of grandparents, they both have passed away, but they were married. My grandfather passed away first, grandma passed away second, but they were married up until he passed away, and then so yeah. On my mom's side, both my grandparents are passed away on that side as well, and my maternal grandmother, my mother's mother, passed away when she was like 13, and so her and my grandfather were married, and then she passed away. So then he married my grandmother again, my step grandmother, I guess what you can call it now, but they were married up until my grandfather passed away, and then she passed away too. So yeah, most of my grandparents have passed away, but for the most part, they were all married until the other spouse passed away, and if they remarried. So yeah. Have you ever taken karate lessons? I did. When I was younger, we went to like a karate class. I don't think we took a lot of them. It's because our neighbor who stayed across the street, like owned a dojo. So we went there for a couple sessions when we were younger. But it didn't like stick at all. We had my nephew in karate classes too, but because he was so much taller and bigger than the other kids, he now plays football. So yeah. Do you spell the color gray as Grey or Gray? Both. And when I do it, I always wonder which one is wrong. I assume, I think gray is supposed to be spelled Gray, but sometimes when I'm in the middle of spelling it, I'm like, damn it, is it right or wrong? But yeah, I do it both ways, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's Gray. And if I'm wrong, then oops. Anyway, do you prefer the Titanic or the Notebook? I have never seen the Notebook ever. I have no idea what the movie is about. So I have seen Titanic a few times. I still feel like people who say, Rose could have saved Jack had she let him onto the board, and I'm like, no, they would have both drowned. Okay, I'll say that. Someone did say they could have took turns so that he didn't freeze to death. So, it was what it was. That's weird. But yeah, I've never seen the Notebook, and I don't think I would ever want to see it. Do you sleep with a nightlight? Kind of, because I can't sleep without my TV on. I need noise, and I need noise and a little bit of light. It's the weirdest thing. And I always fall asleep on the cartoon channel. So I guess technically, to me, that's like a nightlight. The only time I sleep without the TV on is if I have company, or if I'm at someone else's house. And usually it is harder for me to fall asleep because I don't hear any noise. Like, even if the TV is on, like, I have to have it playing. I can't just have the light on and it's good. Like, I have to have some kind of sound playing. So it's really, really weird. So, whatever. Do you go by a nickname? Mainly Jay. My closest friends call me Jay. Rarely they call me Jay Lee. Some call me, they abbreviate my name in some sort of way, but mainly Jay. If they're calling me Jay Lee, usually we're in some kind of official setting. They're like introducing me to someone else, but they'll say Jay first. They say, hey, Jay, oh, this is my best friend Jay Lee, So, what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing. But yeah, Jay is mainly my nickname. Of course, my family has, I was called Jay Bird as a kid, but now that I'm older, it's Jay. In high school, they called me Jay-Z. They called me Jigga, because it's just so yeah. Jigga was my nickname in high school, but yeah, Jay mostly. When driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, the radio, or nothing? It depends. Now when I'm driving, I might be recording. If I'm not recording, then sometimes I listen to nothing, and sometimes I do listen to the radio. I rarely ever play CDs, even though I have a lot of CDs in a suitcase thing in my room, but I need to put it in my car. Sometimes I put on my Tidal and rock out to that, to a little playlist. But you know, it just depends, honestly. How do you relieve stress? It depends what the stress is, okay? There are different things that you can do to relieve stress. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, honestly, it's the best policy. I have 3 ways that I relieve stress. Sex is one. To relieve stress, or I'll take a hot, long, steaming shower. That relieves my stress. And lastly, lastly is I'll drive somewhere and I will blast the music and sing very, very loudly for like 30 minutes, and then that does it too. Of course, praying, sometimes talk to my mom or to a friend, but how I do it on my own, like just to my own time, is either sex, a hot air shower, or driving around and just singing out loud, and it makes me feel better. What's your favorite childhood TV show? I love Family Matters. I would say Family Matters was a really great show. It was one of my faves when I was younger. And I would say Family. I also like Full House. So yeah, I loved watching Family Matters and or Full House. So, I would say between those two. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Honestly, for a while, I wanted to be a hairstylist. I wanted to own my own hair salon. I was going to call it Jay's Place. I think for a minute, I was going to call my channel that too. And Jaylee's Corner kind of just pops better. But yeah, I wanted to do hair. Mainly because back then we were so cheap or whatever, we would do each other's hair. Like me and my friends hanging out, we would do each other's hair. I would do like quick weaves. I would do like I could quick weave a person. I was good at quick weaves. I was good at the ponytail stuff. We had like and this is the crazy part. You don't realize how much goes into being a hairstylist when you just think you're doing the shit. Being able to put someone's hair up in a ponytail and wrap a track around it and make it look pretty, that wasn't doing hair at all. But you thought it was, because it was easier to throw some weave into a ponytail or whatever and make it look cute. But I could curl hair. I can curl hair, flat iron hair, all that stuff. So I was like, I should, go to hair school and I can be a hairstylist. I can have my own salon. So that's what I wanted to do. And then I quickly realized I don't like doing my own hair, so let alone other people's hair. Which is why the bun life is what it always is. Plus, this is a protective style. But yeah, I wanted to be a hairstylist. What was the best prank you ever pulled off? I'm not much of a prankster, so I can't recall any pranks that I pulled off. You do a little dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, someone stole your phone. Where is it? I have it. That kind of stuff. But more, I think that was I'm not much of a prankster. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, who would you choose? Damn, any 3? I would choose. You know what? I would choose my maternal grandmother, who, passed away when my mother was so young. My paternal great grandmother, because I was named after her. And third, Martin Luther King Jr. I think those would be my 3. I would love to just kind of hear his thoughts. So I think those would be the 3. My great grandmother, because I would just wonder how her life was back then with me being named after her. And then my grandmother, just because I never got to meet her. You know what I'm saying? And, she passed away before I can get to know her. So those would be my 3. If you could hire any actor to portray you in a movie, who would you choose? Me? In a movie? You know what? Jill Scott. Jill Scott, solely because every time I see Jill Scott on Instagram and she's a little bit sauce, a little bit drunk, a little bit, feisty, she reminds me of me when I'm feisty. And seeing her act in different movies, I feel like she can play my nice side, but also my petty side and my not so nice side. So yeah, I would do Jill Scott. I think she would do amazing. And not because how she looks, how she's built, or nothing like that. I think she could pull off me. That's what it is. If you could play any instrument, which would you play? I used to play violin. I played violin from 2nd grade through, I think, the 6th grade. I was really good. I was in a couple of our plays. I had like a solo here and there. I was really, really good. The difference was in middle school, they, like the way we read the sheet music, they would put, I couldn't read sheet music, so they would put, you know, which ones to play. And it was easier because I was in elementary school. Once I got to middle school, I was in the 6th grade. That ain't how they did it. Like, you had to read sheet music, and it was just harder. And I was like, I ain't got time to do that, because I couldn't read sheet music to see if I saw a note, I might not remember what it was. And I think it's because when I was in elementary school, you weren't supposed to be in the band until you were in like the 4th grade, and I got picked in the 2nd grade. Or was it the 3rd? Either the 2nd or 3rd grade. And so they made it easier because I was younger. It was like me and like maybe 2 other people who they picked really, really young. And we kind of caught on really quick. So I never had to like all the way know which notes was which notes. I knew which notes to play on the violin, but if I looked at the sheet music, I didn't always know what it was unless I saw, okay, that's that note, that's that note. And then once I got to middle school, a part of it was you had to know the notes, and I didn't. So I said, well, fuck that. So I said, next, please. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you want to hear? Prince. Because I feel like Prince's speeches are always petty, shady, and magical. And petty and shady in the best way. And just magical. I always felt like Prince was a magical creature. And I still cannot believe he's dead. And I would love to hear him give a whole speech. Because again, yeah, petty, shady, and magical. Bottom line. If you could live in one city for the rest of your life, where would you live? Honestly, I would still stay here in Michigan. Not Maine, Detroit-ish. I love my town. I love my city. I love my state. I'm comfortable here. I don't want to leave for any reason. I know how to deal with our weather. So for me, I would say Detroit. But I don't live in Detroit. I live in one of our suburbs. I stay in Warren. But yeah, I would still want to stay here. The reason being, the weather in other places, it's just too unfamiliar. You know what I'm saying? I would only move. And if I did, I don't know, because I wouldn't want to go to like Atlanta or Miami. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to go somewhere that's typical. I would want to move to like a random city like Raleigh, North Carolina. But I would not want to move anywhere where the weather is like, I wouldn't want to move anywhere where they have hurricanes or floods. You know what I'm saying? I would not want to deal with that. I would not want to move anywhere where they have like, it's always like, I would not want to move to Arizona because it's so hot, and I hate being hot. So for me, I'm used to the weather here, even though I hate the winters, mainly because of the ice, not because of the snow. But I'm here. I'm used to it. I've been here my whole life. So yeah, and we have great neighborhoods here. Like, every city has bad areas. So I feel like when people say, I don't want to stay in Detroit because it's bad here, you can go into any other city in any other state and they have a bad neighborhood. So it's like, what's the difference? Girl, bye. So yeah. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Well, the 3 closets in my living room, they're always closed because I only open them when I go in them. But in my bedroom, the door most of the time is closed. But sometimes it's open. Like, I don't close it for any reason in particular. Sometimes it's open simply because I haven't closed it yet. So it'd be both. But for the most of the time, actually most of the time it's open. Because most of the time, I'm always going in there to hang up something or put up something or do something, and I just forget to close it. So, or I'll close it and I forget to open it. So, it goes both ways. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? Cartoon character. A cartoon character? You know what? I would be Gadget from Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, because she was a whole pilot. She was a whole pilot flying with 2 chipmunks, a fly, and a rat. I don't remember. Yeah, I would be Gadget. You know what I'm saying? I really was. She was a pilot. Okay. She a respectable pilot. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? Hell no. Because the shit makes your hair feel like cardboard. I never take nothing from a hotel. Okay. Maybe a bathrobe. Okay. But them shampoos, them soaps, and all that stuff, them lotions, no. Because it doesn't work for my hair or my skin tone. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. I remember going to hotels before and not bringing my own shampoo. And, you go swimming in the pool, the chlorine, you have to wash your hair out. And the shampoo has always made my hair feel like cardboard. So whenever I go somewhere, I bring my own shampoo and conditioner. Or once I get there, I'll go buy some or whatever. But yeah, I don't do, no, not at all. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? No. I can't even reach a goddamn street sign. And, so no. I've known people who have, but I never have. I'm like, I think that's stupid. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or tucked out? Sheets? The fuck? I mean, I have a fitted sheet on my bed, but I don't sleep with, like the bed sheet. I don't use that. I use all year round. I have my comforter. I do. Because I don't do sheets, but I do have a fitted sheet that's on my bed. So yeah, that's in there, but I don't even use the regular sheet is always put up in the drawer. Like, I never use it at all, even in the summer. I'm like, no thank you, because in the summer I have my air conditioner on, so it be cold. Am I gonna get to the end? I'm almost done. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? Neither. Why I gotta be attacked? And the bear will kill me or rape me, because that movie Revenant, the bear raped Leonardo DiCaprio, and I would be terrified of a swarm of bees. If I can run away from the bees and not get stung, they can chase me. The bees can chase me, or if the bear doesn't really hurt me, if it's just chasing me, I can get away. I can't get away from a bear, but I can probably run away from some bees and just go really, really fast and get away. Because I've never been stung by a bee either, and I don't want to be. That's a hard one. It's like, do you want to be mauled and maimed and damn near killed, or stung to death? I don't know. The girl died, and my girl, not the girl, the boy died, and my girl when he got stung by some bees. So I don't want to be stung or bear raped. So I don't know. I don't know how to take that. Do you always smile for pictures? No. I'm the queen of looking in the mirror. Sometimes it's like, and it's not a smile. So yeah, I don't always smile in pictures at all. And I don't do a smile a lot in my selfies. Like, my selfies is real little, and that is not a smile. So this is my smile. I'd be like, so no. Have you peed in the woods? I don't think I've ever been in the woods. At Belle Isle, they're treed areas. So no, I've never peed. I went to camp once. I hated it. And I don't think I peed in the woods, no. So I don't think I've ever peed in the woods. No, I have not. No, it's weird as hell. What size is your bed? It's a queen right now. When I move, I want to get a California king. The queen size is fine. However, I feel like when you get older, you're supposed to have a king size bed. And if you're gonna get a king size bed, you have to get a California king. This to make it be the best. So it's what it is. Do you still watch cartoons? Absolutely, every day. Okay, every day at one point or another within the day. Either because my TV stays on the Cartoon Channel, so either I'm watching Teen Titans, Family Guy, Bob's Burger, American Dad, King of the Hill. Yeah, I watch cartoons often. Honestly, I do. How many languages do you speak? I speak English. I speak Ghetto. I speak Ebonics. I speak fast talk. Mainly just English. Just English. So if you think about it, I'm bilingual. Cause English, Ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Fast talk. Yes, I'm bilingual. Okay, and then somewhere to be just English. Anyway, do you believe in ghosts? Yes and no. I've never seen a ghost at all, but that does not mean they don't exist. But I've never seen one, so for me, that's a yes and no question. I don't want them to come see me. I'm good. Have fun and love. Enjoy. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. I love Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'm not a big Frito fan, but every once in a while I'll get some Fritos, like the little corn chips or whatever, but not all. Like maybe 3 times a year I'll eat some Fritos, but at least once a month I'll have some hot Cheetos. Ever won a spelling bee? No. I was in one spelling bee in middle school, and they forced us to be in it. I don't know why. Like, I feel like the teachers and the faculty did not plan accordingly, and no one was prepared to be in a spelling bee. And then our teacher said, "Get up there, girl." I said, "What the fuck I gotta do for? What I gotta do with?" And so they forced like me and like 10 other kids to get up there, and I'm like, this is some bullshit. I can't spell in the spelling bee. And I think I would know. I know I got out because my word was pneumonia. Bitch, I couldn't spell it. I can't spell it now. Even when I Google it, I'm like, I don't know how to spell that shit. So, yeah. Can you swim well? I mean, I won't drown. You know, I can tread water. I can doggy paddle. I can freeze. You know, I can swim. But like, if we in the ocean and it's the currents, I might drown because the currents are strong. But like in a pool, I'm good. In a pool, I wouldn't swim, in the middle of the pool from, shallow to deep. I wouldn't do that. But, on the edge of the pool, I'll be, treading water in the deep end, I'll be close to the, hold on to it, But yeah, I would, like in the ocean, I ain't playing. Like, I'm not an ocean swimmer. But I'm a pool swimmer. I'm a good pool swimmer. Are you patient? No. As y'all can tell from my car conversation videos, I am not patient. I'm like, move, go, bitch. What is you doing? What is you, So I'm not patient. I'm working on that, but I can admit that no, I'm not patient. DJ or band at a wedding? DJ, because even though bands are great, my best friend has her own band, Karla Pace and Lyrical Heat, and she does great. And but yeah, I would want a DJ because sometimes I want to hear that exact song, not someone else singing it. So like for the fun part, the dancing part, I would prefer a DJ. Like someone, like when you walk down the aisle, that can be a band. Maybe the first dance can be a band, be a band. But everything else, I need the whole DJ. Last but not least, have you ever won a contest? I did one time on the radio, and I had to go down to the radio station to get like a t-shirt, like a little. I won a radio too, and some else came with it. And when I went down there, Tyrese was outside the building. I think he was either going in or leaving from doing an interview, and he was an asshole. Like I think I said, "Oh my God, you're Tyrese," and he was like, and like he just like didn't even. I'm like, bitch. I'm like, how do you? He was an asshole. I remember he was an asshole. Just because all I said was, "Oh hi, you're Tyrese," and I'm like, you see me, a girl. I came out with a bag that said like winner and contest or whatever. So you knew I was like a girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want you, bro. I'm just saying like, hey, you Tyrese. Like the fact that I remember him vividly, he did not speak back, and I said, "Oh my God, hi, you're Tyrese," and he was like, and then kept talking to whoever he was talking to, and I was like, this motherfucker, and I walked off. So damn, 30 minutes, god damn it. So yeah, this was the 50 questions you've never been asked. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any other questions that I did not answer that you want, hit me on the comment section. You can always DM me on Instagram. I'm always open for suggestions. Anyway, peace.
It's like love, 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 and you.